The Bermuda Triangle, a region of ocean covering more than 500,000 square miles between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. For decades, this stretch of sea has fascinated, confused, and terrified investigators. Ships vanish without distress calls. Aircraft disappear from radar. Entire crews are never seen again. In this video, we look at the most famous disappearances, the scientific theories, the strange phenomena, and the reasons why the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the most mysterious places on Earth. The Bermuda Triangle is not officially recognized by any government or scientific agency. There are no borders drawn on maps, and ships don't receive warnings when entering it. Yet for nearly a century, pilots, sailors, and researchers have documented an unusual number of disappearances within this region. Vanishings that often happen suddenly, without signals or clear explanations. The triangle gained widespread attention in the 1950s and 60s, when newspapers began reporting unusual maritime disappearances and attributing them to supernatural or unexplained causes. From that moment forward, it became embedded in pop culture as one of the world's greatest mysteries. On December 5, 1945, a squadron of 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale for a routine training mission. Their leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, was an experienced pilot. Conditions were normal and the mission was expected to last only a few hours. But shortly after the exercises began, radio communication became troubling. Taylor reported that his compass was malfunctioning. He said he couldn't recognize landmarks and believed they were over the Florida Keys, even though radar data suggests he was hundreds of miles away. As fuel ran low, the pilots became disoriented. Their last transmissions were filled with confusion and uncertainty. Then, silence. No wreckage was ever found. No bodies. No parts. Nothing. Even more chilling, the rescue plane that went searching for them also vanished without a trace. 2 disappearances in one day. One of the largest disappearances in American naval history occurred in 1918 when the USS Cyclops, a massive U.S. Navy cargo ship, vanished somewhere between Barbados and Baltimore. The ship carried over 300 people and 10,000 tons of manganese ore. No distress message was sent. No wreckage was found. To this day, the Cyclops remains one of the greatest mysteries in maritime history, with its sister ships, the Proteus and the Nereus, also disappearing in the same region years later. Commercial aviation also has its share of Bermuda Triangle vanishings. In 1948, the British South American Airways flight, known as the Star Tiger, disappeared while flying toward Bermuda. Weather was mild. Radio contact was normal. Then the aircraft suddenly vanished. A year later, in nearly identical conditions, another aircraft from the same airline, the Star Ariel, disappeared without sending distress signals. Investigators concluded both planes were destroyed by unknown causes. In 1948, a Douglas DC-3 carrying 32 people disappeared only minutes before landing in Miami. The pilots radioed that they were approaching the airport. Everything was normal. But the plane never arrived. Despite being so close to land, not a single piece of the aircraft was found. Many theories attempt to explain the disappearances, some scientific, some speculative, and some bordering on science fiction. Let's look at the most credible explanations. The triangle is home to violent, fast-forming storms. Microbursts, massive waves, sudden wind shifts, and unpredictable weather patterns can overwhelm even experienced pilots and sailors. Waterspouts, tornadoes that form over water, can lift water hundreds of feet into the air and destabilize aircraft. Rogue waves can exceed 100 feet tall, capable of swallowing entire ships. Some scientists believe the triangle contains magnetic irregularities that interfere with navigational instruments. Compasses may point to true north instead of magnetic north, causing pilots or captains to drift off course without realizing it. If Flight 19's compass malfunctioned, this could explain why the pilots became hopelessly lost. Many disappearances can be linked to simple human mistakes. The region is heavily trafficked, and misunderstandings, misread instruments, fuel miscalculations, and navigation errors are not uncommon. But critics argue that human error alone can't explain the total lack of wreckage in many cases. A powerful geological theory suggests methane gas trapped beneath the ocean floor could erupt violently. Large methane bubbles can reduce water density, causing ships to lose buoyancy instantly and sink in seconds. If methane reaches the surface and ignites, it could damage aircraft engines flying above. While not scientifically supported, this theory remains popular. Some believe the region contains a portal to another dimension, a time distortion zone, or is being used by extraterrestrial forces. These explanations are speculative, but they persist because many Bermuda Triangle vanishings happen without distress calls, debris, or clear causes. Today, many experts believe the Bermuda Triangle's reputation is exaggerated. When adjusted for traffic volume, the disappearance rate is similar to the rest of the world's oceans. Some cases were solved, others were misreported, and some were simply never investigated thoroughly. Still, there remain disappearances that defy easy answers. Cases where no wreckage, no signals, and no survivors were ever found. The Bermuda Triangle continues to fascinate because it represents something rare in our modern world, a place where the unknown still exists. A region where ships vanish without warning, aircraft disappear in clear skies, and no explanation fully accounts for every mystery. Until technology uncovers the truth, the Bermuda Triangle will remain one of the most enduring mysteries on Earth, a reminder that even with all our knowledge, some places still refuse to be understood. You enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dive investigations into the world's greatest mysteries, please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel.